Well, I got a story. You guys want to hear it?
I guess you could say I've always been a little unusual.
Both a writer and an actress, and she has created her own one-woman show. She's pretty amazing. Please welcome to the stage, Laila Hameen.
Chicago friends help! I got laid off from my full-time job at iHeartRadio, and I felt like I was the biggest loser ever. But my best friend Erica told me the day I got laid off I should just go do acting. And I was like, okay, I'm going to figure it out. So I knew there was a role that I wanted, and I wrote it for myself, and I had to review my life resume. Well, yeah. I mean, well, my show is called Laid Off. It's a one-woman show that I wrote, and I loosely improv, and I direct and promote as well. So it's like a one-woman band, literally. But yeah, I came up with the idea after I got laid off from my full-time job, and I was a little depressed, and was looking for a job. And I was reviewing my resume, and at the same time I was reviewing the resume of my life. And then when I got laid off, I was like, well, what am I going to do besides find a job? I have to still act. I still really want to act. And I was watching John Leguizamo's one-man show, Ghetto Clown, and he was talking about his family and all this stuff. And my sister looks at me and she goes, you're funny, you could do something like that. And you were like, I was like, I could. Yeah. She was like, yeah, well, just don't talk about domestic violence or anything. Nobody wants to hear about that stuff. But, like, talk about the other stuff that's going on, you know? And I'm like, okay. I had to review my life resume. I had to think about what am I even qualified for? You know, I make really, really good Facebook statuses. I'm a really philosophical Jimi Hendrix fan. I'm a really good ex-girlfriend, okay? Really good. But one of my very first jobs was a storyteller on my school bus at the age of 7 and a diversity representative. You gotta start from somewhere. Hanukkah? No. Easter? No. Kwanzaa? You know what? We really could, but we don't have any candles in our house. So I was going literally from childhood through adulthood. I said, I should write a one-woman show about this. This should be interesting.
Rusty and I had the pleasure of attending. Rusty attended as well.
Yeah, Rusty went too.
The show at Women Writing for a Change.
Yes, in Silverton.
And it was fabulous. Yeah. It was fabulous.
Thank you.
She came out and just tore it up from the second she stepped out.
One. All right, Layla, come on. You gotta go.
I forgot to set the alarm for AM again. My alarm clock is getting louder and shorter each day. Snooze. Gosh, running late again. This is why they always call me Layla, because I'm always running late. It's ridiculous. Can't even find my purse or my other shoe. Shoe! Oh, shoe! Where? Oh, there you are. Or points from my life. And one of them being my relationship with my father.
Oh, okay.
And that shapes a lot of my adult experiences, and I didn't really realize it until I'm writing ideas down in the middle of a Honda dealership, like, oh, you know, I want this car, you know, man, this car is so horrible. The car my dad gave me was, you know, much better, but that was just like a pity card, and I'm like, wait, I have an idea. That was the car I was, you know, and I'm like, wait a minute, oh, you know. So just connecting to the relationship I have with my father, or lack thereof, and how it affects me as an adult, and how I'm starting to see myself a lot differently.
Wow.
Because of it.
The 7-year-old little girl who's still kind of walking around a parking lot, looking for a car that doesn't even exist, is not even there. You got a map for her?
And also just identity as well. I mean, because I talk about growing up not only being, you know, like a minority, but also being like the minority of the minority. Just went to different schools, and one minute I was in a predominantly white school and I was like the brown crayon, and then I would go to a predominantly black school and I was like the girl who wasn't black. You know what I mean? So it was very confusing, a little complex as well. But I would say just connecting to it and just the raw emotion, because I literally feel everything when I'm out there.
I can make so many cool documentaries about forks and cups and spoons and things. And I can turn the camera on me, and I can be anybody I want to be. I can be the next Britney Spears.
Oh yeah, I'm glad to say I shouldn't let you go. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I nailed it! I freaking nailed it! I need some friends. Really badly.
What was your process?
My process, well, my big dream was to have it in like some big grand theater. But then I had to look at my checking account and I was like, yeah, no.
You're like, not now.
Sometimes
not
your
yet.
living room
Exactly. Tea flipping great. Right there with you.
It's like, no, I'll literally show up and won't have anything to wear because I spent all my money for that theater. But I'm looking at small venues or even some type of open space that I can rent. So, because everywhere I go, I want to adapt my show to the set.
Sure. Oh, that's
it's
great.
It's going to be different. Like, so I'm looking at cafes and just small venues.
And so I did. To a beat that nobody else was dancing to. And I tried to reimagine that Yin Yang Twins chant in my head. She had her hands upon her knees and her elbows on her thighs. It seemed so simple. So I put my hands upon my knees and my elbows on my thighs, and it looked like I was taking a crap, so I stopped.
I want more people to see it, you know, on a wider scale, and I want it to just keep getting bigger, but still maintain the intimacy.
Yeah.
You know, and I want it to inspire young girls and the shy girls, the awkward girls, the the forgettable girls.
My name is Laila Hameen, and thank you for experiencing with me.